Hi friends, today we will learn how to complete UAE Value Added Tax or VAT registration for a business in a step-by-step manner. You should follow along and pause the video wherever you feel necessary. For more such helpful videos, consider subscribing to our channel. Before starting the process of registering for VAT, please ensure that you have soft copies of the following documents in PDF format ready. 1. Trade license. 2. Certificate of Incorporation or Registration Certificate. 3. Memorandum of Association or Article of Association or Partnership Agreement or any other document showing ownership information about the business. 4. Detail of manager. 5. Copies of Emirates IDs and passports of manager and owners. 6. Contact details, including office address. 7. Bank account details. 8. List of other businesses of the directors or partners in UAE in last 5 years along with the trade license copies. 9. Declaration letter for turnover from the date of issue of license. A sample of declaration letter should look like this. Okay, let's start. First, go to the EmaraTax Portal and select the appropriate login mode on the logon page. If you choose to sign in with UAE Pass, you will be taken to the next page, where you must enter the required information. The owner of the company/authorized UAE Pass person will then have to confirm your login. However, if you do not have UAE Pass, you will have to choose the option for Non-UAE Pass users. If you are already registered on the FTA portal, you can use your login credentials. Otherwise, you will need to sign up and create a new user account on the FTA portal. You will also need to contact the client for an OTP to verify the email address. Upon successful login, you will land on the home page. If the client is already corporate tax registered, the taxable person profile will already exist. If not, create a new taxable person profile by clicking on the Create New Taxable Person Profile ribbon. Enter all the required details. You can use Google Translate to enter the profile name in Arabic or copy it from the trade license. After successfully creating the taxable person profile, click the View option below the taxable person's name. On the following page, under the Registration Overview tab, click the ellipsis in the Value Added Tax section under the Action column. From the pop-up menu, select Register. On the VAT registration page, scroll down and check the checkbox that says, I confirm that I have read the above instructions and guidelines, and click the Start button. This will begin the VAT registration process. On the Entity Details page, fill out the required entity details as per the trade license. Please note the date of incorporation is the date of issue of the trade license. In the next section, if you have a certificate of incorporation, select Yes and upload the same in the pop-up link, otherwise select No. In the next section, are you applying to create or join a tax group, select No. Tax groups are only meant for businesses that have a same owner, not for branches. Click Next Step. On the Identification Details page, select Yes in the section, Do you have a trade license in the UAE? Enter the main license details as per the trade license and scroll down. Upload the trade license by clicking the Upload link. Add business activity details as per the trade license, and select the primary activity accordingly. In the section asking for, do any of the owners hold 25% or more of the ownership? Verify with the trade license and Memorandum of Association. If any owners hold 25% or more of the ownership, select Yes and enter the owner's details, upload the required documents, and click Add. If no owners hold 25% or more of the ownership, select No. In the Local Branch Details section, select No if the business does not have any local branches. If the business has any local branches, select Yes and add the local branch details as the branch's trade license, by clicking on the pop-up link Add Branch. In the Sole Establishment Details section, if you are registering for a natural person, you would have to select Yes and enter the sole establishment from trade license. Otherwise, if legal person, select No. In the Property Details section, generally we select No in Do you own any property? Click Next Step. On the Eligibility Details page, scroll down. In the Taxable Supplies section, enter the amount of sales as per the declaration letter. In the Taxable Supplies Next 30 Days field, enter the estimated sales for next 30 days. This can also be left blank. Scroll down further. You can leave the Taxable Expenses section blank if you do not have the details. Otherwise, enter details accordingly. In the section Upload scanned copies of documentary proof PDF version of the uploaded Excel template with signature and seal of the authorized signatory, upload the copy of declaration letter for taxable sales. In the next section, Upload scanned copies of documentary proof purchase orders, contracts, upload the required documents. Otherwise, this can be left blank. In the next section, Upload scanned copies of documentary proof sample expenses invoices, upload the required documents. Otherwise, this can be left blank. In the section Upload scanned copies of documentary proof sample sales invoices, upload 5 merged sample sales invoices with sign and stamp of the authorized signatory. This is mandatory and cannot be left blank. Verify the auto-filled VAT dates and scroll down. In the section, do you expect the VAT on your expenses to regularly exceed the VAT in your taxable supplies? Select No. In the section, do you expect to make exempt supplies? Select No. In the section, do you wish to apply for exception from VAT? Select No. Click Next Step. On the Contact Details page, enter the required contact details of the business and click Next Step. On the Business Relationships page, enter the manager details and upload required documents. If there are more than one manager, click Add Relationships and enter the details. Click Next Step. On the bank details, enter the bank details if available, otherwise this can be left blank. Click Next Step. On the Additional Details page, select relevant Yes and No and enter required details. Click Next Step. On the Authorized Signatory page, click Add Authorized Signatory, and in the pop-up form, enter the details and upload required documents, then click Add. Click Next Step. On the Review and Declaration page, carefully review and verify all the details and scroll down. If satisfied, at the end, select the checkbox that says, I declare that all information provided on this application is true, accurate, and complete to the best of my knowledge and belief and click Submit. On the Acknowledgement page, scroll down further and download the VAT registration application acknowledgement. That's it, you have successfully filed the application for UAE Value-Added Tax Registration. Please like the video if you found it helpful. Tell us in the comments what other issues you need help with. See you in the next video.